First trading week of Q4 of 2024 has just ended. Are you ready for the rest? What's going on with the market? This is why we are here. Hey there, Tommy from FibonacciTraders.com here with the weekly market recap. So like, subscribe, and without any further ado, let's see the charts. Don't go anywhere, sit back, relax, and let's see what SPY and Friends brought us in the past trading week. SPY ended up closing with 0.26 to the downside. Two consecutive dojis on the weekly on the SPY. And if we look further left, 3 consecutive weeks, very tight price section. 561 is the support, 574.74, the all-time high is the resistance. This is how SPY looks on the daily. Look left. Since September 19, not much of a price section. We're inside this trading box. Let's see, can we break above and go towards new all-time highs, towards this purple trend line with 584, or sideways continuation? For now, very tight price section. No need to trade this action. RSP, the equal weight ETF, ended up the week basically at the zero with a doji inside the weekly candle, which means no price action whatsoever on the RSP. Also 3 consecutive weeks stuck between the 176 and the 180. Overall, we are inside an uptrend channel on the weekly. This is how it looks on the daily. Basically, since September 16, as you can see, not much of a price action, no clear trend. And if we see this kind of price action, we need to stay away. Super dangerous price action. QQQ, second week on the zero. 2 consecutive dojis. The 485 area continues to be a very, all this area 485, 487 continues to be a very tough resistance. But finally, we got ourselves the buy signal on the weekly. This is how it looks on the daily. Same as the SPY. The QQQ is stuck inside this box, trending sideways, no clear price action. Let's see, can we break above the 493 and then heading towards the 506, breaking below the 476, and we will see 471, 465. Dow Jones ended up the week also on the zero, second consecutive week as a doji. No price action. Look on the daily, look on the weekly, look left, and then you will see and you will get a better point of view of price action. Dow Jones also 3 consecutive weeks. Sideways move. 416.40 is the support. It was resistance, now support. 426.20 all-time highs is the resistance. Breaking above it, 438 and 455. IWM continues to show relative weakness to the rest of the market. The Russell 2000 is failing to launch. 222 area, very tough resistance. Look left. Since August, very tough resistance. 216 holding support. Doji after doji. Not much of a price section on the daily. We can clearly see we are in a downtrend until proven otherwise. Bearish on the daily, bearish on the weekly. MAGS, the Magnificent 7 ETF, closed the week on the zero, more or less 0.34% to the downside. 2 consecutive dojis. 47.50 is the resistance, 45.60 is the support. This is how it looks on the daily, breaking below the 46.56. This gap will, the 45.82 gap will get filled. How we know it? We know because more than 85% of all gaps will get filled throughout time. SOXX ended up the week 0.69 to the downside. We are still inside the yellow zone until we will not get a break and at least 3 days, if not a weekly close, above the upper border of the yellow zone, above the 239 area. In my opinion, no long on the SOXX, the semiconductors ETF. This is how it looks on the daily. On the daily, we are holding above the green line that holds the higher lows since the dip of September. If you're not long yet on SOXX, in my opinion, for now, there is no good entry for SOXX. SMH, basically doing the same, close the week on the zero, waiting for a break above the 251.50 area, the upper border of the yellow zone. Same price section on SMH, very similar to the SOXX. XLF, the financial sector ETF, 5 out of the 6 previous weeks stuck between the 44.70 and the 45.90. Let's see, breaking above the 45.90, we will see continuation towards 47.40 and 49.30. This is how it looks on the daily. No clear trend. If you try to trade this kind of trend, it's a sideways trend, you will get burned out. XLE, what a week. 6.9% to the upside. We got ourselves the buy signal since the first buy signal since April. Broke above this downtrend. Now 90 is the support, long continuation, and we will see 95 and 98 to the upside. FXI, the China large cap ETF, 2 weeks, 30% to the upside. Now on the weekly, 33.40 is the support, long continuation, 39.42.76. This is how it looks on the daily. Too many gaps, boom to the upside. Can this momentum, bullish, super bullish momentum on China stocks, can it hold? The only thing we have full control of is our risk management. Let's see that my mic is working good. Let me know, how do you hear me and how do you see me? Let's see, can these China stocks, FOMO, bullish, super bullish momentum, can hold? KWEB, the Chinese internet stocks ETF, 40% in the past 2 weeks. 35 on the weekly is the support, 36 on the daily is the support. Long continuation, 42.40 and 47 on the daily, 42.50 and 47.36 on the weekly. Protect the downside. Always protect the downside. We don't know. We might open Monday or Tuesday to the downside, maybe 10, 15%. No one knows. The same price action. Always prepare for the worst case scenario. The same price action we saw in the past 2 weeks on the Chinese stocks to the upside can go side to the downside, to the opposite side. No one knows. Protect the downside. Apple ended up the week 0.43% to the downside, and as you can see, 2 consecutive weeks. Doji, no price action whatsoever on Apple, and if we look further left, since August, Apple is basically moving sideways. No price action whatsoever. 217 on the weekly and 232 on the weekly. From support to resistance, this is how it looks. On the daily, we still have a gap at the 222 and another gap at the 217. We are still under the pressure of a double top scenario, bullish pattern, bullish candlestick pattern on Apple. No long on Apple for now, and of course everything that you see here is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm merely sharing my knowledge, sharing my point of view. 8 years, I'm a full-time trader. Day trading, swing trading. I'm sharing my knowledge. Do not follow me or anyone else blindly on social media. Get ideas, hear different ideas. It's perfect, but in the end of the day, it's your money. Protect your money. No one will do it better than you for your own money. If you want to learn a very specific set of rules on how to become a profitable trader, check the links in the description below. Choose one program and let's take this journey together, hand by hand. Join me. Let's get started. Let's start preparing 2025 today, not tomorrow, not next month. Time flies and it takes time to prepare. It takes time to learn. Don't waste Q4 of 2024 by struggling and making the same mistakes that we did until this point. Join me in this amazing journey, and I promise you to go with you hand by hand until you will find your way, my rules, your success. Microsoft ended up another week to the downside, 2.8%, struggling to stay inside the yellow zone. Next support, 403. This is how Microsoft looks on the daily, still holding this short-term uptrend line that holds the higher lows for now. No good entry on Microsoft for long. Nvidia, if you follow me here on YouTube, you know these trend lines. Once again, Nvidia is failing to break and close above this yellow trend line. This is why I always say trend lines with the combination of Fibonacci support resistance. It's the perfect, almost perfect, there is no perfect in trading, almost perfect roadmap for future price action. Inside week, 2.9% to the upside with an inside weekly candle. Now let's see, can we finally break above next resistance 129.58 and 140. This is how it looks on the daily. Tried to break, but one candle, same as this candle, one candle does not change the overall sentiment, and the overall sentiment for now on Nvidia is still a downtrend. I want to see on the daily at least breaking above the 127.67 and then heading north. Let's see. Meta, the strongest of them all. What a week. 5% overall on the weekly. 563 now is the support. Close the week at the high of the week. New all-time highs on Meta, 596. Broke the daily. Broke above the daily uptrend channel. There is nothing more bullish than doing this price action. Long continuation on the daily. 695 incoming on Meta. Let me know, are you holding Meta? Underrated, in my opinion, all across the social media, especially on FinTweet. Underrated. Google ended up the week with 2% to the upside. Finally managed to close inside the yellow zone. Since August, failed to do it. Now, first week after 7-8 trading weeks, finally we got this break inside the yellow zone. This is how it looks on the daily. 163 holding support, 169 is the resistance. Long continuation once above 169. We are going north to close the gap at the 180. Embrace this. More than 85-90% of all gaps, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when they will get filled. Palantir, unstoppable, another week, another 8.6% to the upside. New all-time high closing for Palantir. Now, the 36 on the weekly is the support, long continuation, and we are heading further north. 45 and 52.50 to the upside. Let me know in the comments below where Palantir is heading towards the end of 2024. Can we get 52 on Palantir? Let me know if you're holding Palantir. If so, at which price, you bought Palantir. Look at AMD, 4% to the upside, broke above the yellow zone, stayed above, second week in a row, above the 163 area. Now the 171 is the resistance. Look left, very tough resistance. One candle does not change the overall sentiment. We saw it over here in beginning of July. Then we got this flash to the downside. Now bulls are back, retesting this resistance area. Can we break above it? First, we will close the gap at the 175, and then we will continue north to the 187. And if you follow me here on YouTube and you follow me on Twitter, we have been talking about this double bottom scenario on AMD since it broke inside the yellow zone beginning of September. We have been talking about this double bottom, and here we are since then. Very nice uptrend. Tesla, one candle up, one candle down, engulfing to the on the weekly 4% to the downside. Now on the weekly, the 250 area needs to hold the support, otherwise back to the 231 area. This is how Tesla looks on the daily, holding strong for now inside this green uptrend channel. Let's see, can we break above the 255 area, 253, and then we will see 265 to the upside. If this area will fail to hold below the 237, we are heading south, 231 and 223. MicroStrategy, what a Friday, 8% to the upside. But if we look left, look at MicroStrategy. Since March, earlier this year, moving sideways inside this box. Consolidation time. This is how it looks on the weekly. Inside candle on the weekly with a doji inside candle. Overall, close the week. If Friday ended up 8% to the upside, the weekly on MicroStrategy closed the 0.16 green. 164 needs to hold the support. Can we get a break above the 183? And then we will go north to 34 on MicroStrategy. Netflix ended up the week on the green, 175. Netflix continues to be super strong, same as Meta. Also underrated, very underrated in my opinion. I don't see enough talking through YouTube, Twitter, or any other social media that concerns the financial market, technical analysis, trading. Netflix, all-time highs. 696 is the support, long continuation, and we're heading north. 763. This is how Netflix looks on the daily. Not much of a price action since September 17th, but holding strong. 700 on the daily, look, holding super strong, long continuation. 7925, and then north to this yellow trend line. AVGO ended up the week with 2.3% to the upside, holding strong above the 171, long continuation, and we are heading north, new all-time highs, and then towards the 200. Shopify, look at Shopify. After several days to the downside, we got Friday with 5.5% to the upside, inside towards this green trend line. Higher highs since August. This is how Shopify looks on the weekly. Now, the 75 area is the support. 82. Look left. Resistance, resistance. Long continuation, and we are heading north to the 91 area. Amazon ended up the week 0.8% to the downside, holding above the upper border of the yellow zone on the weekly, the 183 area, but this is how it looks on the daily. We're still bullish on all time frames on Amazon from the FTI, holding strong inside this short-term uptrend channel. Let's see continuation. We close this gap. Now let's see continuation. 190, 195 40. Next resistance, on Amazon. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. More videos, including my top stocks, coming up during this weekend. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful, educational. If so, like, subscribe. If not, let me know in the comments below why not. Until the next video, stay safe.